Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something from Kershaw. Well, it's not from Kershaw, but it's a Kershaw knife. I got it through White Mountain Knives. I saw it was available. I had gotten some other knives for giveaways, and I thought, man, I really been wanting to check this out. And I thought it would be a cool knife for the channel, for maybe in my collection, maybe even a giveaway, who knows. All right, so let's take a look. This is the Bel Air. Something new. It is a USA-made knife, if I'm not mistaken. Let me open that up here real quick. So I already did an unboxing. I had other things in there, but I didn't open this one up. So in here, you get the typical box. You get your little packet there. And here is the knife. I'll move that off to the side. Get that out of the way. And so we got a little desiccant packet. All right, so this is an aluminum frame. Right, it is a crossbar lock. I don't know what they call their lock, but I think they have a name for it. It has the Kershaw clip. It is reversible. So right hand tip up, left hand tip up, which is cool. Very thin blade, pretty dead nut centered. You could see that. Nice thin blade. Got the thumb studs there that work really well. This is a crossbar lock with Omega springs, captive pivot on one side. Looks like T6 is there, T8 there, which is cool. I like this. Looks like a PVD Cerakoted clip. So I think you can get replacement clips for Kershaw that they sell, maybe like a Lynch clip or something like that. And I like this is aluminum, white aluminum handle. So you could probably polish this or do something with it. So let's see how it flips. All right, beautiful. Looks like this would be a Wharncliffe, really. Or is this considered a sheep's foot because of that? But it has a belly, so I don't know. It's like a modified something, right? It's super thin. All right, so USA made, Magnacut. So this is the Magnacut steel. All right, so there we go. So nice. Oh, that is nice. All right, so I already have a Kershaw Iridium. They had a special one, which is the carbon fiber version. That was pretty cool. I like that one. Oh man, that action's nice. Wow. Wow, okay, so roll. And they're solid. Blade play. Now it's a thin blade, right? So you can see that the blade stock thickness is super thin. Comes with full flat grind. Nice sharp edge, nice tip there. Looks pretty even on both sides. Let's take a look at that. It's a little longer on this side, a little shorter on this side at the tip. The base, it's pretty close. I mean, it's like a $150 knife, I think, or $159 or something like that. Get it at, if you find it at White Mountain Knives, use RNK10, get 10% off. Use that code, help yourselves out, save on that. Definitely worth saving some money with. Got two standoffs. You do have a little place for a lanyard back there, but not prioritized. Fully hidden, a deep pocket carry clip, chamfered all the way around. I like that a lot. And then when you fully disengage it, it's chamfered in there. You get a nice grip. Now I have large hands, and so with very meaty fingers. So extra large hands with normal fingers, you're going to have about the same grip. Double extra large hands with thin fingers, you'll be about here. You could choke up here. Very reasonable to choke up here. Yeah, definitely can choke up. You got some jimping. You could do that. Pinch grip. Got the little tip right up there. It does have just a slight belly to it, but the tip is really great for poking into dog food, cat food, fertilizer, mulch, cases of water, Amazon boxes, gifts, presents, letters, envelopes. Works really well. So now some people will say, yeah, the detent, it's not super. If you're looking for it to be super crispy, which some people really have a problem with, I get it. It's not there, right? But if you know how an axis lock works and you flip it straight up, you can get a nice pop to it. You can get a nice crisp to it if you know where to go. So just follow it straight up, and it just both front and reverse flick, and it works really well. And it's ambidextrous. That's what gotta be careful because that is a sharp tip. Fortunately, hit my nail. I'm trying to close quarters here, right? So that's going to work out really well, I think. I like that. Everything is rounded nicely all the way around. Steel liners, which you would expect. Yeah, so there you go. Nice tip. I like this stone washed, kind of a black blade. So let's zoom in on that. So here is that kind of reverse modified Wharncliffe Tonto, reverse Tonto kind of sort of thing going on here. But it is like black stone washed. You can see that beautiful Kershaw blade. And there is the aluminum scale, right, with the axis crossbar lock. And I say axis because Benchmade had the patent on the axis lock, but it ran out, and so now other people have variants. Kershaw, I think is it Kershaw? No, it's Hogue. Hogue does the able lock. Yeah, Hogue does the able lock, and I think Kershaw, I forget what they call theirs. They have a name for it, but it's a crossbar lock basically. You know, TRM calls it the river lock. It's different variants of the same thing of the crossbar lock, right? All right, so let's look at the back. You can look at the clip there. You got a nice little jimping there, which is cool. So if you're having to grip for like this right here for a reverse cut, so you can get the hand in there, reverse, and you do a push cut like that. So that's nice. You can see the liners in there. The clip does clear. These are recessed screws. I like that. Look at that. You got a nice easy clip, a little build right there, easy to get over. You see how that works? It's a little high, but when I squeeze down on it, let's zoom out. When I squeeze down on it, it's not hot. I can choke up here. You can do the trigger grip right there and choke up on there. You do have a little extra room, by the way. I think that's cool. I can use the jimping. Very thin, very slicey blade. I like that a lot. And the action for a thin slicey blade like that is pretty cool. All right, so there's the blade. You can see that, Magnacut. I think that's stinking cool. All right, so let's get a nice close look up of the blade here like this with a clip. I like that. A little bit of billboarding, but that's typical for Kershaw. That's kind of what they do. They got the USA and their number model, and then they have their Magnacut, and they have got that little emblem, the designer logo down there. I believe that's the designer logo or something, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what exactly that is. One of you guys named that to me. It doesn't stand out to me, and you know, tell me the name of the designer or what. I don't know what that means. I don't have the magic decoder ring for that. So, but yeah, very cool. Now, Kershaw here and Kershaw there, that's not necessary. Just take that off, or just leave it here, right? Or make it, it doesn't have to billboard everywhere. That's a little much. But otherwise, I think everything else is really nice. For the price that you're paying for a USA-made Magnacut knife, I'm okay with that. I really am. And the action is phenomenal. It really is. Opens and closes really, really well. So there you go. Definitely a knife worth considering for your collection, especially if you want something for the car, hard use. I love this titanium. It's going to be nice and solid. I mean, titanium. Aluminum handles going to be nice and solid. I think you'd really, really enjoy that and find that very, very useful. So, yeah, there you go. Very cool. Real quick, it is dead centered. The Volcano thumb studs, looks like you can unscrew that and replace them if you want it to. The action is phenomenal. It really is. The blade's nice and thin. I love all the chamfering all the way around. And like I said this before, the jimping there, if you were to do a push cut like that, or if you were like try to do a pull cut, you know, you could do that. That little jimping gives you a little something extra to hold on to. Back here as well, if you choke up a little bit, you can do that as well. So yeah, you can choke up here. Just be careful. I mean, it's got to hold it well, I think. I think you'll be okay. So I think that's cool. It's not super sharp on the edge. I think that's really nice. Yeah, I think that's really, really nice. Again, this crossbar lock right here. So the thing about crossbar lock, you know, you can open and close it that way. Open and close it that way. I wonder, do we have bonus flick? Let's see. We have bonus flick. Middle finger reverse flick. I always love that. Little bonus flick. So let's do it. Can we left-hand it? Absolutely. All right, so we got what I like to call is a bonus flick. So I can do the thumb studs, or I can do the middle of the blade right there because it's such a full flat grind. I can get in there and do a nice reverse flick. I like that a lot. That's cool. And then you have that. So, you know, it's definitely multiple deployment way. It gets a little more fidgety. So I like that. That's really stinking cool. Yeah, very, very cool. Nice little knife for sure. Kershaw's been kind of rocking it, coming out with some cool stuff. I like this better than the zero tolerance one that they had out. This one fits my hand. This one is usable. It doesn't feel too small. It feels, I mean, it feels small and EDC super friendly, and it really competes. I think, let's just look at the Benchmade one I have over here. Let's compare. How close is that? So here's the Benchmade, and we're looking as far as the handle, it's pretty close. As far as the blade length, okay, Benchmade is a little bit longer for sure. It's close. It's fairly close. I think, did I have another knife that I thought was competitive there? Oh, at least a budget knife? I don't think so. Oh, maybe the Lander. The Lander is always kind of like in that realm as well, right? So the Lander 2, this is the Lander 2, which is also a crossbar lock as well. So it's kind of close, right? This is kind of fits that realm. Got different shapes, different ergonomics. USA. made by Concept. So it's a Concept, yeah. I think it's the clutch lock by Concept. All right, yeah, I think it's Concept. But still, really well. I mean, it's definitely going to be a lot less expensive than these. This would be the most expensive. Benchmade is very expensive. Now, I will tell you, it's definitely feels. You can feel the quality. You can feel that this is definitely a little bit better, right? I'm not going to tell you that this is exactly the same. And those of you who say it's exactly the same, you know, you're welcome to call it. You can say it. I can feel the difference. And if you were to be truthful, you know, and not be like, you know, just because you're so mad at Benchmade for their prices, and I get some of their prices are ridiculous. I'm not going to argue that point, but you can't start looking at things and saying things aren't what they are just because you don't like their prices. It's still a good quality knife. This is one of the few Benchmades that I kept in my entire collection, and I would have kept my Adamas like an idiot. I sold that, so I replaced it with the Magnacut version, which I love, by the way. Great quality knife. This is a great quality knife. It's in the realm of 150, about half the price of that. Now, is it different materials, different grade? Yeah, it is. It's not exactly the same, but I mean, this is a very reasonable, competitive budget knife. I would feel very good about that, right? It's definitely a thin slicer. Now, if you're looking to really save some serious money, this is great as well. You want to go to, you know, get a Lander by Ben Peterson. This is great. I love, love, love this design, and I think it's very competitive, but it's also a different price bracket. But as I said, you know, for that price bracket, you get what you get, right? So still a good knife, right? And I still think there's something to be said about this. Now, I just so you know, I have an M4, which is equivalent sort of to the Magnacut, right? This is $390. Here's the M4 version right here. This was a Smoky Mountain Knives Work exclusive. I put some Rockscale design skills on there. This is titanium. This definitely is, I don't know, it feels even better than this. Now, this particular one, I chose the smooth scales on this one. They do have pattern, and this is a full mill titanium deep pocket carry clip, by the way, which I could put on this one as well. And this is a Lynch deep pocket carry clip. And I do like Lynch clip here as well. But I like titanium because I always tend to bend the clips. And if I were to carry this regularly, I'd probably look for a Lynch clip or titanium clip, right? Most likely this is going to be a giveaway. These two guys aren't. This is the M4 version of the bug out. I got this was a Frankenstein build. I had done some trading with someone, and I wanted to put this this on here, and I thought this was stinking cool, right? So I like this. I like this particular look of this knife. This to me is kind of a cool build with the black and the polished here. At some point I could anodize this if I wanted to, right? But at this point, you know, it's still a fun knife. M4 blade steel, super tough steel, like that. M390, good steel here as well. Still not exactly sure on the heat treat. It seems good at times. At sometimes I'm not sure. But these two guys are definitely a step up than this. But this, again, for the price, for 150 bucks around there, maybe a little less if you use that RNK10, get it from White Mountain Knives. That's a great deal. I mean, it feels like a big bang for the what you pay. It feels like you're just getting a whole lot. That's what I feel like. I feel like this is, you know, is it these other things? No, it's not. You know, but it is such a good value. It's similar to this. Okay, so I have the Eutectic Field Duty. This is a Leon Ma design. This is his budget version, and here is the Leon Ma Field Duty, the full version, S90V blade steel, cross-cut carbon fiber inlays, titanium handles, insert, this beautiful black PVD coated, satin hand-finished PVD coated blade. I mean, everything about this, you know, beautiful caged bearings, contoured scales, titanium clip. This is just very luxurious, and it is definitely a step above that. Now, this does everything that does. 14C20 blade steel liners, G10. It's very similar, but not contoured, different materials. Still feels fantastic, but for what you get for this, the functionality compared to this, it's so worth it. And I bring that up because that's what I feel like with this. Compare this to like a Benchmade. Yeah, you know, you want a little more premium, go Benchmade, and I think it's worth a little more premium. I know some of you guys disagree. I get it. We'll agree to disagree, okay? That's fine. I think it's worth it. But this right here, I think, is a great deal. I like that. I like that about this a lot. I think that is something very positive on their side. So very cool. All right, so I think we already did a nice close-up of this. Beautiful Kershaw black stone wash blade, white, I guess, aluminum scales over the steel liners. Everything blacked out hardware I think is really nice. Action is beautiful, especially for as light as that blade is. Super thin. We'll do a full review and measurements on this. I think it'll be definitely cool to check out. But I think it's a cool knife. I definitely think it's a cool knife. Hey, what are your thoughts? You know, any of you guys already got the Bel Air? Have you already have any thoughts about it? I think it's going to be a banger. Once I do my full review, I'll let you know. Most likely, this will probably end up becoming a giveaway of some sort. I don't know if it's going to be a big giveaway or what have you. You know, I usually try to have a budget knife for the giveaway. This gets a little bit above the budget knife realm. You know, we'll see as the channel grows. Maybe we can do that more often. But anyways, yeah. So there you go. The Kershaw Bel Air, USA made, Magnacut, aluminum scales, steel liners, deep pocket carry clip, crossbar lock. Action is beautiful, very smooth. And I don't know if these are caged bearings. Oh, hold on a second. Is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is caged bearings on this one. It definitely looks like caged bearings. That's why it's so smooth, but which is cool. Now, for some of you guys, you're like, oh, I don't want caged bearings. So, hey, here's a good thing. You can get Skiff washers. Or Skiff thick washers that can replace those cage bearings. So if you really want like the phosphor bronze, so these are phosphor bronze, and this action I get with phosphor bronze with no blade play. It's in there solid, just by the way. You can get that with phosphor bronze washers. People tell me you can't. No, you absolutely can't. If you know how to tune a knife just right, break it in, know how to lock a pivot in place, you can get that beautiful action like you get with cage bearings. This is cage bearings. And if you hate cage bearings because you're in an environment where dust is going to get in there, consider getting the Skiff thick washers. And by the way, I'm a Skiff partner, an affiliate. And if you use my code RNK10, you get 10% off at Skiff. And it helps the channel. But most of all, it saves you 10%. So if you wanted to look at their thick washers or the cage bearings, use that code when you go buy them. They'll save you 10% off your purchase. Just, you know, my way to extend some of the goodness of some of these manufacturers to you guys. Definitely something you can consider doing for this knife, I think, if that is like your one gripe with it. So there you go. Just something to consider. All right. Hey, if you found this content interesting, or worthwhile, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows the channel to grow, produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to every one of you guys who watch the videos, who like the videos. I sure appreciate you guys. And I sure appreciate you supporting the channel just by watching and being subscribers, man. Yeah, you guys are awesome. So thank you. If you haven't already, maybe hit that notification button down below as well. You can be notified of future content like this video and other videos. And then finally, to all my channel members, to those of you who've been here since the beginning, those of you who've joined along the way, and those of you who just joined recently, thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate you guys. You have no idea. You've so encouraged me at times when it's been tough, and you've helped to be able to do like giveaways, buy certain knives to go review, like to check out this right here. This is definitely, you know, it's would I spend the money to buy this and then maybe make it a giveaway? No, I would not, because everything for the longest time, everything I bought, every giveaway was my money. Fortunately, the channel makes enough money that I can use some of that money toward the giveaway, so I don't have to cover the entire cost of those giveaways. And I really appreciate that. And so that's what I like to do. And to you channel members, and to you guys who watch the videos, but channel members, I know you guys do help a lot. Thank you for that encouragement. And my way to say thank you, if you're a brand new channel member, or you've been a channel member for a while and you haven't emailed me, and haven't gotten a sticker, would you please email me with your name and address? I'd love to send you a sticker for all the new channel members and those who are still channel members who haven't gotten a sticker yet. And then also to, you know, all the channel members, I do a once a month giveaway, exclusive members giveaway of a knife. So just something to think about. I do a once a month giveaway for the channel members. My way to say thank you. It's not my way to bribe you, just to say thank you, because I certainly couldn't really thank you adequately. And I feel like whatever I do is just not quite enough to express how appreciative I am, but it is a small way for me to say thank you. And if that makes you think, hey, I'd like to become a channel member because of the giveaway, well, thank you. I would love to have you. I'd be honored, but don't feel like you have to be. You know, please don't let that. I'm not trying to bribe you. But if you like that idea, check out the description down below. There's a link for a channel membership. I have 3 different tiers, a very low, economy kind of a tier, and then I have different tiers for different benefits. And maybe you just want to support the channel more. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm honored and I'm humbled by it, so thank you. And also, if you haven't already, check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week.